Hello and welcome to another video from Trusted Teachers and being the support that we needed. I'm Mr. C and today we're going to have a business lesson and it's going to be led by Mr. B. I'll pass you on to Mr. B just now.
Hello and welcome to the video. I'm just going to start off. Today's lesson is going to focus around goods and services, and I'm going to teach this lesson to Mr. C. Are you ready to begin, Mr. C?
Yes, I am indeed.
Okay, so the first thing we want to talk about is goods. And as you can see, Homer Simpson there is talking about how money can be exchanged for goods and services. Before we get started, Mr. C, how does this link into the previous lesson that we looked at on needs and wants?
Where we established what the difference between a need and a want was, and some of those needs and wants will involve goods and services that we would buy.
Yep, so the link is that you can fulfill needs and wants by selling goods and providing services to people. Okay, so your first question, Mr. C, are you ready?
Oh, go on.
Can you explain in your own words what we mean by a good?
I think a good, to me, as opposed to a service, would be something tangible, something you can touch and feel, something that's got a physical presence.
Okay, and I'm glad you used that key word there. That's a key word I would like business management students to use. Goods are indeed tangible, so it's things you can see, touch, and you can even pick them up. Can you think of any examples? Let's say, can you think of 3 examples of a good?
Clothing, a car, a breakfast cereal.
Okay, that's good. And why did you pick those for specific examples?
I guess they were just the first ones that came off the top of my head, and I was trying to think of different types of goods.
Okay, so here's a few examples that I picked out. So it could be Christmas jumpers. I got a nice new one myself for Christmas. It could be, it's another thing I got, a toasty maker for my lunches. A very sought after Christmas gift, the PlayStation 5, and themed Christmas baubles. Again, I got one of those for my Christmas as well. Goods can be considered durable or non-durable. Do you have any thoughts on that, Mr. C? Can you think of what the difference would be between a durable and a non-durable good?
Just off the top of my head, I'm just thinking like something that's durable might be a chair that you would buy where it would be long lasting, whereas something that's non-durable, would that be food that you would only have for a period of time?
Okay, so you mentioned a table, and how did you mention to be used over a period of time?
Yes.
Yeah, so durable goods are things that you can use multiple times and sometimes even over a long period of time, like a chair. Non-durable goods, you're right, it could be food because it's something that you can only use once. You can't, for example, eat the same piece of food once in a row. Can you think of any more examples of durable or non-durable goods?
I would imagine, something you could use once. I'm trying to think what you could use once. I mean, I can think of lots of examples of durable goods. You the house that you buy, the car that you own. These are all things that you use more than once. I'm really struggling to come up with something that's non-durable.
Okay, that is a wee bit harder. So durable, the example I've used, as you can see from the screen, is an iron.
Yeah.
I know Mr. C likes to do his ironing on a Sunday afternoon.
Yes, indeed.
The example you can see on the screen there for non-durable could be a plaster. It's not very nice to talk about, but you wouldn't use the same plaster more than once.
No.
You wouldn't use the same piece of kitchen roll or toilet paper more than once. So these would be examples of non-durable goods. Okay, so we spoke about goods, and we spoke about durable and non-durable. What about a service? Can you put into your own words what you think a service might be and any examples you can think of?
Just recently, my parents' car broke down and they had to call out the RAC. So they provided a service with coming out and getting the car going again.
Okay, so that's an example, but what is a service? Because our learners are going to have to put these into their own words and explain what a service is. How would you explain what a service is?
A service is someone provides you with a skill, or they have a skill, they have an ability to provide you with something that you might need or you might want. It's not tangible, it's not something you can physically touch or feel, but might be the insurance that I have for my car. They provide me that service in exchange for money. So yeah, something that's not tangible. It's a. I'm trying to not use the word service, but someone provides you with a service.
Yep, you're definitely on the right track. It's interesting you mentioned not tangible. Something learners quite often say is things like untangible or non-tangible. Do you know what the correct word is for that?
Intangible?
It's intangible, correct. So that's something that learners quite often get mixed up. Okay, so my definition of a service is something that's intangible. It's not something you can physically touch and pick them up. Like you can't pick up your bus driver and take them home with you, is the joke I always make.
Yeah.
They're usually provided by people who have been trained to supply them. So usually service providers have trained in college, university to provide this service. So some examples could be a shoe shiner. I know we had a enterprise group who did that once. A tailor, if for example you go to Slater's for a new suit, or a joiner. Another service provider I've got, it's a wee bit lazy of me, but I've got a window cleaner. So somebody comes every couple of months and I pay them £10 to clean my windows for me on the outside. So these are just examples of goods and services. Okay, so that's us reached the end of our lesson on goods and services. I just want to do a wee summary with you, Mr. C, if that's okay.
Yes.
Okay, can you explain what a good is with an example?
A good is something that's tangible that you would buy. I'm sitting in a computer chair just now. That would be a tangible good. I've got my desk. I've got my laptop in front of me. These are all tangible goods.
Okay, well done. What about the difference between durable and non-durable?
Well, a durable good, I've got my pen drive here, and they can obviously be used multiple times. So you'd use that over a prolonged period of time. So that would be classed as a durable good. I've got my sellotape roll on the desk, and that piece of sellotape that I break off, I would probably use once to tape something up, but you wouldn't reuse it again. So that to me would be a non-durable, pretty good.
Yeah, definitely. You wouldn't, obviously, it would lose its stickiness after a while. And finally, what about a service? Can you explain what a service is with an example?
A service is something that's provided to me. It's intangible. Just thinking aloud, my Spotify on my phone, I listen to a lot of music, and that's a service they provide me with. They let me download music in return for the money that I pay them, but it's not something you can physically see and touch.
Yeah, definitely. So would you say, Mr. C, that you've got an improved understanding of goods, services, durable, non-durable?
Definitely, there's quite a bit of vocabulary in there between goods, services, durable, non-durable, tangible, intangible. There's quite a lot of vocabulary in there, but I certainly think it's I've got my head around a lot of that now.
Okay, that's great. So this is the end of our video. We're also going to record another video today, our first of our trusted teacher teaching tips. So we're going to talk about how to build positive relationships with our learners. We'll also be doing a computing video soon. Mr. C, have you got any idea what that might be on?
Yes, I think I'm going to go back to computer systems, just the basic nuts and bolts of computers and the input-output process, process that they go through. So that's what I'm thinking about just now.
Okay, we'll see you next time.